Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a very interesting program called Lotteries, Business, Career, Financial Speculation, which includes the Forex, which includes stock market and casino as well. There's a background noise. That's a big storm going on here with a very heavy rain, so that's why the noise is on, okay? Now, before I go into the lotteries, I want to talk to you about your job, your career, and your business areas first. And for the month of November, you coming from Pisces, you're going to have a lot of difficulties aimed at you by planets in your area of job. So watch out, you cannot afford to be lackadaisical, you cannot make mistakes, miscommunication, misinformation, and a lot of blame can become to you in your job area. You're not secure in the first 17 days or so. In the job area, in your last 13 or 12 days, the situation improves by about 60%, 65%. So a very good improvement. And so for the last 12 or 13 days, that's when you must get cracking. And in the area of job, if you want to change jobs, if you want to excel in your job, you want to talk to your superiors, that's the time to do it. Be careful first 17 days or so and go all out in the last 13 or 12 days, and you'll be able to manage your job. In the area of business, your first 17 days are going to attract a lot of problems. So the last thing you want is to expose yourself financially, chasing a new contract. Just have whatever you have in your hands business-wise. Concentrate on that, and you will be able to do well enough for the first 16 or 17 or days or so. Your last 12 or 13 days become very lucky for you in business, and you're going to produce plenty of good news for yourself, doing the right things, getting dividends. Talk to your bank manager, they will help you as well. So extreme good luck is coming your way. I've got the sniffles this morning. All right. So that's to do with your career and your business areas. Be very careful in both areas in the first 17 days and go all out and secure yourself in the last 12 or 13 days. Now let's talk about lotteries. And so I'm going to start with getting your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, for you coming from Pisces for the month of November. And the lucky dates, excuse me, and the lucky dates I've chosen for you are the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. The 6th, the 15th, and the 24th are going to be extremely lucky morning, noon, evening, and nightfall period. So get what you want. Now, regarding lotteries, doesn't matter what the draw date is. Doesn't matter when the date is going to be drawn. What is important is that on these 6th, 15th, or 24th is when you are going to do what I'm going to teach you to do to inspire yourself to get your lucky numbers. Okay? And so 6th, 15th, 24th is when you get down to doing these things. Before I show you how to inspire yourself for lucky numbers, I'm going to give you a set of ages. Now, this set of ages that you might be or might not be, if you are, then you are going to be one very lucky person in anything that you do in your life. And so for lotteries, this is when you must go for it. And if you are not of these lucky ages, don't worry. You will also know from my prediction whether you are in the lucky frame or not. Now, if you are the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, then you are chosen to be one very special lucky person in something or another of your life. And of course, we hope that you will also be very lucky in the area of lotteries if you're of these ages. If you're not of these ages, don't panic. Just follow my advice. You are still going to be lucky in one way or another. Now, how do you choose your lucky numbers? I have chosen a set of numbers for you using astrology, Kabbalistic astrology. I've seen the planets who are going to be very actively positive for you in the month of November, and every planet is given a set of numbers to control. So my first choice of numbers are the number 6, number 15, number 24, number 33, number 42, number 51, number 60, or number 69. Some lotteries you have to choose numbers from 72 numbers, so I've gone up to that. If your lottery is only up to 50, then you choose the ones up to 50. That's my first set of numbers. I've chosen a second set of numbers to complement the first set. Like I've chosen the first important planet, I've now also chosen the second important planet. And your second set of numbers are the number 2, the number 11, the number 20, the number 29, the number 38, the number 47, the number 56, or the number 65. So this second planet that I've chosen as a complementary planet to the first has given me these sets of numbers. Now, how are you going to narrow the field down further? By using your inspirational energy. Alright. Now, use it firstly to the things related to the things you own. Your car number, your address, your last 4 numbers of your handphone, last 4 numbers of your bank account. And if these numbers which I've given you relate to any of that, I'm going to be excited to choose some of those numbers. Then, related to the people you love, the people who are with you, your family members, your best friends, somebody who has helped you and you remember their birthday. So use the birth dates of people who are very close to you as well. So if somebody's age, for example, let's say if you're a woman and your husband's age is the age of 42, and I mentioned the number 42, well, I would certainly want to use the 42. Or if the birthday of the person falls on, let's say, the number 60, number 15, somebody very close to you is born on the 15th, then I would choose the number 15, which I've also selected for you. So that's one way of choosing these numbers. Now, there are many other ways to choose these numbers and narrow the field down. My favorite is, if I have to choose 50 numbers, then I will cut out 50 strips of paper, 1 inch by 1 inch or so. And on each of these strip of paper, I will write the number. So the first strip, I write the number 1. The second strip, I'll write number 2, the number 3 on the third strip, and so on. I will have 50 strips of paper. I will crumple all of them up individually, and I will just throw them on my table, or my bed, or the floor, whatever you want to do it. And then now, how to choose your numbers. Inspiration comes from your palms and your fingers, and of course from your brain and your third eye. And so, energy leaves us. Energy has to leave us through extremities. Your fingers are your extremities. Your toes are your extremities. The tip of your nose, the tip of your ears are extremities. Energy has to leave us. But for this 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, when you want to inspire yourself, you want to trap energy. And so for you coming from Pisces, how do you trap energy? You will have your thumbs. And then for you coming from Pisces, the finger that I've chosen for you is the ring finger. The ring finger, the finger next to the little finger. And I will, with my thumb, if I'm coming from Pisces, join it to this finger. And what you have done now is you have allowed energy to leave from other fingers. But from this finger that we call the Venus finger, Venus is one of your best planets, and for November it's very active. And so you trap this Venus energy, and from Venus finger it wants to leave, but it cannot because your thumb has trapped it and brought it back. So in that 1 minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes you're going to do this exercise of getting inspiration to choose your lucky numbers. Do that. So how? So do this and meditate. Some people say, can I say a prayer while I'm doing this? I said, why not? Do whatever is positive for yourself. So do that for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever you want. And then when you are ready, just go and take your first strip of paper, open it, and write the number down. If you want to put back that paper in that pile, go ahead. If you want to keep it separate, go ahead. Do what you feel. Okay, there's no rule as such. And then I would continue, after choosing the first number, I would go back to do this, and I would concentrate and choose the next number. Another way I do it sometimes is, on a A4 size paper, I've written 50 numbers. You can write it in any form, in rows, in circles, do what you want. All right, and then I will get inspirational meditation, and then with my finger, which would be with my, that's use your thumb or you can use this finger. I would then close my eyes and I would go and put my ring finger, my Venus finger on a certain number, and I will look at that number and say, all right, and I will write that number down, and I'll do this for 6 times if you have to use 6 numbers, or 7 times if you have to select 7 numbers. Some use dice, some use the teeth of animals or teeth of people. So there are many ways, but I like this way because the energy is yours. You're not choosing other people's energy from their teeth or things like that. So I like this way. So try these ways, okay? In fact, if you're under stress for anything, not lotteries, but anything else, just get your thumb and to put it down to your Venus finger, and you will see the level of stress will drop. You will start thinking very clearly, and you will be able to function well, and your level of inspirational energy will come back very fast. While you're walking, while you're sitting, while you're watching TV, while you're lying down, just do that. And you will see how the level of stress, it works, believe me. And to get inspirational energy, you do that as well. Now, there are many other ways to buy your lotteries on your lucky days, to wear your lucky colors, to wear your lucky gemstones, to look at the lucky direction for you. Around the compass, all the 9 planets used for Earth are around the compass. So if you have been facing in your office or at home watching TV or whatever you are doing, facing the wrong direction, you probably have been inheriting the bad energy because you've been facing the wrong planet in your horoscope. So all that information I will give you. And with all that information, you will narrow the field down. And for any area in your life, including lotteries, you will be able to channel energy and receive energy, which will make you very lucky in all areas. So for your next 5 or 6 years, I'm going to use your date of birth and your time of birth and look at your palms and face read you while we Skype, and using and doing that for your next 5 or 6 years, I will give you all this information. I will give you a daily calendar which you can use for the rest of your life, showing you it's a very intricate calendar and very easy to use. And you will know from this calendar for the rest of your life your lucky dates, your lucky days, your unlucky dates and your unlucky days, and how to cope with it. And for lotteries, you will choose to do things on your personal lucky dates and lucky days. Right now, I'm giving it for every Piscean, everybody under Pisces in the whole world. You will only get it personally yours by having a horoscope session with me on Skype, and all it's going to cost is USD 50, and I will give you a lot of information in all areas of your life for your next 5 or 6 years, looking at your palms as well. I will want to look at your palms, whether you have the signs of what we call hidden luck, which is from lotteries, from inheritance and things like that. And even if you don't have these signs, palms change every 3 to 5 years, and these marks can grow as well. So until then, I wish you the best of luck, and go to Skype and go to Facebook and try to send me a message or send me an email, and let's get down to it for your next 5 or 6 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.